So what I'll do is I'll basically do some light coloring here, and then what I'll do is I'll take some of these are light, medium, and dark, and I'll take some and I'll maybe add a few extra spots in here to kind of highlight some of those areas that may have some shadows and maybe I want a little bit more attention on. So I'll do that a little bit and then continue to add the light in as needed. So I've already done one here, so I'm going to basically show you what the one I've already got finished in the interest of time. And I also, at the same time, not only did I color this, but I decided that I needed a little bit more than that on the background. And so what I've done is I have added a little 1/4 inch of black around it. This white piece here that has the gnome is actually 1 3/4 by 3 inches. So because I want to make room for my sentiment, I am going to be using, I have several choices. I wanted to show you the choices that I had. I have this one that says Merry Christmas, I have this one that says Merry Christmas, this one that says Merry Christmas, and then I have this one as well that says Merry Christmas. And I decided that I liked it best because this is kind of a masculine look, so I went with that. I'll take these away. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to center this as best I can and add my gnome over here. I'll start with that first. I am using my art glitter glue. In the blues you will hear different glues that I use. I've already mentioned the score tape and now I've mentioned this glue. I wanted to let you know that I am not a particular fan of any one. They each have their uses. I do like the art glitter glue when I'm doing my videos because it does help with saving time and it allows me to move things around quickly in the video. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. So there is our very simple card, and then we'll do a little bit of embellishments to finish it off. I will put, how about this one? Right here, as you can see, I already have a spot for it. I think I'll put a couple white over here. Add a little bit of white over here. Just to kind of give it a little bit extra. And then maybe I'll put a small black one over here. And another white one over here. Oops. Why does it always do that when you're doing your videos? So, very simple card, a little different than the other one. Still has the basic black and white. And this time I did a square around the gnome versus the circles. So, here's the card that I'm going to be finishing up using. I wanted to show you some of these other cards that, like I mentioned, this is the card that you saw originally. It has the snowflakes on it. The Merry Christmas is done in Cricut, on the Cricut. I don't always use the consultant supplies. I do use Cricut. Here's another Merry Christmas. So very similar. Now I've put some red and black ribbon and then added the green and white plaid paper. Another one with green and white paper. It has Merry Christmas on the bottom, a little bit of black gingham there, and some embellishments, and the Merry Christmas here is actually embossed. This is one that my family voted on, the kids in the family. I generally ask them their opinion before I do too much, and they voted on this one, and this was one of their favorites. And believe it or not, this is a Cricut design that I found, and I printed it off, did some embellishments with it, same thing with the Merry Christmas, and my great nieces and the kiddos like this one the best. So I mentioned that I also did some window cards. Here's one that I did. that is basically a lot of red theme there, but I wanted to make sure that I included some different items. These are mostly I give to the kiddos. Might actually take these to the nursing home because the glue on the back of this is very, very secure. This is another item that you'll be hearing about in Glues Blues, but the purpose of this is to get it to the younger generation. So I may take this to the nursing home so they can give it to their grandparents, and it looks a little bit more on the fun side. So another one here I have is this one that has a Merry Christmas, and it has a wreath that I've popped up with a bow. And the last one, not sure exactly what how much more I'm going to do with this, but it has, you know, just basic things in here, a star, present, and so I'm still working on that. And this is another example of that paper that glue I was telling you about. These windows are very, very easy. I'll do this in my scrap this and scrap that video, but they're very, very simple to work with when you've done this ahead of time. So we'll talk about that in that video. A couple other ones, and these are the elegant ones. So this one is one that I made again using my windows. Added a little bit of extra stuff here, some black cardstock, the poinsettia, and then just basically kind of topped it off with Merry Christmas. This one is a gold square window that has been very popular. I've had a lot of people request this one, and the Merry Christmas is a little bit smaller with the poinsettia, and then some information in the background, just doodling type information in the background, words. And then last but not least, this is the one that I get the most requests for. It is silver. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's silver windows, and it has it has a different verse that has "May the joy and wonder of the season be yours," and then obviously the poinsettia, and this time I added a pearl to the poinsettia. So I get a lot of requests for this one, so apparently it's very popular. So that's what I have here to show you today. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll be back in touch with more videos soon. Appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good day.